because I have a philosophy. It's not a philosophy, it's a rule. It's a whole lot easier to stay healthy than it is to get healthy.
Correct.
So to maintain that health, and then now we're building a self-sustaining, what I like to call self-sustaining, stress-free, referral-based practice. And then you can add components and whatever you want, a red laser or the beds or, shockwave or whatever. We're adding to. That's how you build, you self-sustain, and then you grow to maintain it. Or, you grow it through referrals.
Right.
And you get to a point to where it's just automated. It's just an automated practice, but you're helping more and more and more people. And that's why you and I hit it off right off the bat. We're like, we speak the same language. Right. It's just you're reaching them from a different perspective and doing something that I can't do.
Right.
But you put that combined with what we do, and now you've got it's very formidable. So I'm very, very impressed with everything that you do and how you do it and the reputation you take, and when certain people that you and I know start vouching for Jeff, it's like, okay, I better pay attention to this guy, what he has to say. But I love your heart. I really do. And I appreciate what you're doing out there, because that's not really the case that I've seen year after year after year. I just see chiropractors get taken advantage of by these
100%.
Salesmen, whether, manufacturers or whatever. They're just selling just to sell, and then they leave them out there, and then they're left to. And how many? I mean, I was around in the 90s. Now I'm showing my age, but I was around in the 90s when they made one law change in the state of Florida, my home state, and chiropractors went belly up left and right because they were the one left holding the debt.
Right.
The salesmen were still on their boats out on the, down in the Keys, right? Because that check had already cleared, but they were left with no support. One law changed. All of a sudden, what used to be an asset that produced money now was now a liability, collecting dust, and chiropractors couldn't maintain it because they had lost their core business. Right. And you see that all the time. So. Anyway, Jeff, I appreciate you coming on. I mean, if they want to find Jeff Gavette, right?
Yes.
JAG Medical Solutions, how do they find you, and what would be the suggestions to connect with you?
The easiest way is just to go to jagmedicalsolutions.com. There's a contact page on there. They can send me. I will do any consult anytime for free. There's zero cost to meet with me. If you decide that you want to purchase something, I'll be more than happy to make that happen. But jagmedicalsolutions.com, or they can just go to jeff@jagmedicalsolutions.com. Shoot me an email. Say, hey, I saw you on this podcast. I'm really interested in. And just like the doctor that I just talked to before we came in on the show, I don't care if you purchased a piece of equipment from somebody else. I'll teach you how to make money with it, and it will be implemented into your practice so that you can get the best results. Because a lot of times people, they purchased a piece of equipment, the sales rep is gone, or they were never, ever, ever taught, like, hey, you can actually do that with this? I'm like, yes, and I'll teach you a lot more.
He just mentioned the doctor out in the hallway that we ran into. And now that happens to be a good friend of mine, and very, very well respected, very successful in practice. And we used the term, he was hyped. He had gotten hyped up. And you're just an honest assessment. Doesn't matter whether or not it's buy from JAG Medical Solutions or not. You were breaking down, well, this piece of equipment may not measure up comparatively, even though he would have been sold that, right? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I just love the fact that it's honest assessment. I mean, that was not the right piece of equipment, but he was about to make a $50,000 purchase on that piece of equipment, right? Mm-hmm. So honest input is hard to find. Authenticity. In today's world, today's society, more than ever, we're starving for authenticity, and this guy's the real deal. So, Jeff, I appreciate you coming on with me.
Thank you for having me, seriously. And I would love to help your clan or tribe and people that you have access to that I would, again, there's no cost.
The end result is all chiropractors deserve to be successful.